What's up, everybody? This is Black Rain 4, and today I will be going over your cover 2, your cover 3, your cover 4, and a little bit of man-to-man defense. So first we're going to go over your cover 2 defense, and I'll be doing that out of the 236 Big Dime package. I'm going to go through Tamper 2 Spy. I'm going to go random play on offense. So it's called cover 2 because you have 2 deep players. So essentially what's going to happen when he hikes the ball is this right here. This is what's covered in your cover 2. You know, you have your fence, you have your 2 deep, and you have your 4 people across the front as your fence, and this guy's just spying the quarterback. It's not much pass rush, it's not good against the run, but essentially this is what's going to happen when you hike the ball. So what's open in cover 2 is your deep middle. Is your very deep middle, which is open in cover 2, and your flat routes. So this guy's covering the flat, but he can only play this right here. You know, so if you have something very shallow underneath, it's going to be open. You know, so you only have this guy playing this. Cover 2 is not good for your deep routes. You know, you only have 2 people covering your deep routes. So essentially this is what cover 2 looks like. Alright, we're going to go to the cover 3 now. And again, I'm going to show that out of the 236 package. Let's see, a regular cover 3. Okay, cover 3 match. It's called cover 3 because you have 3 people playing deep. So essentially this is what you have. You know, the field is broken up into quarters. So right now, just think of everything as 100. You know, this guy plays 33% of the field. You know, so he has from this hash mark to the sideline. This guy basically has the middle of the field, and the guy on the right side essentially has from the hash mark to the sideline. So this is what you get in a cover 3. So essentially you have your 3 deep and you have your 4 underneath. So what's open in cover 3, if you look, is your seam routes. And when I say seam routes, I mean if this guy right here that I'm standing over top of, if this guy just runs straight down the field, just straight, it's wide open. Your other seam route is right up this alley right here, which is also open. So there's 3 people on the left side. I only have 2 people covering these 3 receivers on the left side essentially. So if this outside receiver runs a go route, this guy right here runs a flat route, and this guy right here runs a corner route, you know, I only have 2 people to guard 3 people. So this is your cover 3 defense. And if you run like double drags, you know, it should be wide open. So this is your cover 3 essentially. Now I'm going to go to your cover 4 defense. And again, I'm showing it out of the 236 Sam Big Dime package. This is called your cover 4 defense because there's 4 deep people. You know, so essentially these 2 guys have this half of the field. These 2 guys have this half of the field. So if you look at it, you have your 4 and 4. As you can see, most of the time, nothing deep is going to be wide open. If it's going to be open, it's going to be, you know, this part of the field right here, like ASAP. You know, as you can see, it's very spread out underneath. You see, you have your hole here, you have your hole in the middle, and you have your hole on the right side as well. And again, you know, there's only 2 people over here. So if I had a 3 people route over here, 2 people can only guard 2, not 3. And as you can see, all of your underneath down here is wide open. And what people don't know about your man-to-man, what people fail to realize about your cover 2 man, this is what people fail to realize about it. It's man-to-man, but these 2 safeties are playing cover 2. So they're only playing this half and this half of the field, which means this middle of the field is wide open. The whole middle is wide open. So let's say Odell Beckham runs a post route and he beats the corner route. I mean, he beats the cornerback. You know, he's faster than the cornerback. You know, if he beat him on the post route, it's wide open in the middle of the field. This guy's going to be spread out way over here. He's going to be spread out way over here. That's a little trick about your man-to-man. So now I'm going to go on offense and show you these things, you know. So what I want to do is flip sides. I have to run a play first before I can flip sides. Alright. So the best way that I can show a defense is by spreading it out, you know. Letting you see everything, and that way I'm going to go 5 wide. Random, oops, I did not mean to go random play. Let's see, 5 wide on offense to spread it out. And I'm going to go, $326 is basically the same thing. So I'm going to go cover 2 first. Cover 2. So again, the middle of the field is open in cover 2. So I would run something like this. You know, that left safety has to get over top of the X receiver. If I run this, the right safety has to get over top of the B receiver. That should leave Y wide open. Y is wide open. The middle of the field is open in cover 2. All post routes should be touchdowns in cover 2. If I would like to run this in cover 2, you know, it's going to be open for a little bit, but if you look at it right now, he has 2 people deep and he has 6 people playing underneath. So I have A and Y wide open like immediately. So if I were to run that again, you know, if I send RB on the vertical, the safety has to play the deep route. The left safety has to play the deep route. If I have time, B should be wide open in the middle of the field. He's jogging for some reason, but he's wide open in the middle of the field. So now we're going to go to your cover 3. Once again, I'm going to go 5 wide to spread it out. I'm going to go your dollar, and I'm going to find a cover 3. I want to find a regular cover 3. Perfect, cover 3 match. Okay, I can tell it's cover 3 because it's thirds of the field. There's one high safety, you know, so he's playing the middle. The outside corners are playing thirds. This look right here could be cover 3 or it could be man-to-man. I would not guess man-to-man because that right linebacker would be over top of Kelsey if it was man-to-man. So as I was saying in man-to-man, you know, I have 3 people on the right side. There's an outside nickelback and there's a cornerback. They can only guard 2 people. So one of those guys should be open over there. B is wide open. You know, maybe if you throw the RB the perfect pass, you know, maybe if you throw the RB the perfect pass, it'll be open, but you have to throw it when he's close to the sideline. You know, so right there, it doesn't look like RB is open, but I have B open every time. Another thing I was saying about what's open in cover 3 is your seam routes. Once again, the seam routes is Tyreek Hill going vertical and Sammy Watkins going vertical. Boom. I have Tyreek Hill open on the seam route. I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to throw it to Sammy Watkins in the seam. Clear the linebacker. He's open in the seam. You know, the safety can only do 33% of the field, 33% and 33%. Another trick about cover 3 is, so I'm going to run this again. You see how that man is like guarding Tyreek Hill, like before he's not getting out to his flat route. So one thing I could do in cover 3 is do something like this. Quick out route by Nico Hardman. You know, that guy who's guarding Tyreek Hill, he's the flat player. But sometimes he likes to stay on, you know, the seam route a little bit, and that leaves the flat route wide open outside. That's a neat trick I like to do in cover 3. Now I'm going to go to your cover 4 look. So I'm going to go back to 5 wide. And I'm going to go $cover 4 drop contain. So like I was saying, if it's going to be open in the middle of the field, you know, so the post would be open real quick right before the safety. Tyreek Hill, boom, he's open, you know. In this situation, you know, I showed you guys it was very spread out. So the guys over top of Tyreek Hill, he has to get to the flat route. So Nico Hardman should be open right behind him. Right behind him, Nico Hardman is open. And once again, like I said, if I run this right here, those 2 guys on the right side can only guard 2 people. B is wide open once again. And I do recall saying that the underneath was open, so I'm going to run this right here, the double drag route. Wide open. The underneath is always going to be open in cover 4. So I have X coming on a drag route from the left side, and he's open. People think cover 4 is so hard to like throw against simply because, you know, mostly everything's covered. You know, it's a 4 deep, 4 underneath fence, but it leaves a lot of gaps. B is wide open. One good play to run against zones. A good play to run against zones, which is in 5 wide. All 5 wide should have one. It is your curl flats play. So let's see. I'm going to go random play, you know. This looks like zone. It doesn't look like man. The only thing about this is you have to find somebody open. Somebody's going to be open. You just have to find them. I threw that a little late, but he was open. This is your curl flats play out of 5 wide. You just have to find somebody open, you know. X is wide open. You just have to scan the field real fast, you know. Let the zones settle. See, this right here is man-to-man. I know this is man-to-man because if you look, everybody is lined up over top of the man. You know, this linebacker with the M over top of him, he's definitely blitzing. But if you look, everybody's lined up. So it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people are blitzing, and I only have 5 people blocking. So what I could do, I could throw the ball real fast, you know. If I do an out route by Tyreek Hill, that guy cannot get down there fast enough. But people like to press in this situation, you know, make it hard. So what I like to do, this is a neat trick that I like to do. Okay, I'm going to put Nico Hardman on a slant. And so, if I motion a guy down on the line of scrimmage, if I motion him down and I hike the ball right here, everybody's blocked, you know. Mostly everybody was blocked, you know. I have time to figure out who's open and who's not. That's a neat trick I like to do. If you motion a guy down, he's blitzing 6, you can block 6 that way. Once again, this is a man-to-man blitz, you know. And I only want to motion this guy down to give me enough time to throw the ball. Cool. Boom. And I'm going to show you routes in man-to-man. Those right there were man blitzes, but I want to show you in true man-to-man. And show you what I was talking about the middle of the field being wide open. So this post route right here by Tyreek Hill. There's not many people that can guard Tyreek Hill man-to-man. So if I send two deep routes, the safeties have to get over top of those guys. And it's almost like cover two, but instead it's man to man with two over top. That's why it's called two man. So Tyreek Hill should be open in the middle of the field. He beat his guy, middle of the field, wide open. Against man-to-man, what you want to run are man beaters, which are corner routes, slant routes, in routes. Like right here, personally, I know that guy cannot guard Travis Kelce man-to-man. So it doesn't matter what I'm running behind it, But I know for a fact Travis Kelce should be wide open. Travis Kelce is wide open. So your corner routes, to clear space on that right side. I think Sammy Watkins can beat that guy on the corner route, So I'm going to clear that whole side out by sending Robinson on the under route. And Sammy Watkins is open. So that's what you want to do against man-to-man. Find man beaters. Let's see. Another good route to run against man-to-man is wheel routes. For some reason, they cannot guard wheel routes, so I will eliminate that side of the field by putting Robinson on a slant. So make sure it's man-to-man out there. Boom. He's open on your wheel route. And these are the breakdowns of cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, and man-to-man. And what I'm going to do, last but not least, is go 5 wide. I have my audible set for each situation, and I'm going to go random play. So right here, it looks like cover 2 or cover 4. What I would do is this play right here. I have Tyreek Hill wide open, simply because it was like a cover. It looked like a cover 4 match, where once he get in his zone, he's manned up on him. So I don't know what this is right here, but I know for a fact I have 3 people on the right side. He only has 2 people on the right side. He can only guard 2 of those people. Cool. That's my safe route every time, If I don't know what the coverage is, I'll run that play right there, and it should be open. Boom, Looks like cover 2. So what I'm going to do is try to get Tyreek Hill open in the middle of the field. It's like cover 4-ish, and Tyreek Hill is wide open. Right here, I'm not sure what it is, He has 6 people look like they're blitzing. I can only pick up 5. So I'm going to run something safe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to block this guy on the edge. He's not blitzing, but I have Tyreek Hill wide open. I wasn't sure if he was blitzing or not, but I wanted to play it safe in case he was. Right here, I would run my play right here. I would try to get Hardman. Hardman's not open. Now he is, and we're good to go. But when I have no clue, oops, I have this guy wide open because there's only 2 people, and I have 3 people on that side. So right here, this is a man blitz, so I can tell that because I don't know if the safety's glitched or what. He should be over top of Sammy Watkins. Everybody's lined up over top of their man. I am going to put Travis Kelce on an out route. I'm going to motion this guy down, block the edge. I have Travis Kelce wide open. So that right there is your breakdown of cover 2, cover 3, and your cover 4. You should go to practice, get a few routes, whatever routes you like to run, out of whatever playbook you like to run it out of, and sit down and put up a cover 2 defense and run your routes against it and figure out what works against it. Get your cover 3 out, your cover 4, your man-to-man, and find your audibles and find your plays and look at the defense and say, okay, that looks like cover 2 to me, I have my cover 2 play ready. It's like cover 4 to me, I have my cover 4 play ready. It's just, Madden is just situational. Make sure you have something for every situation and you'll be good to go.